starting location. We have our Terran player, presumably the best Terran player in the world, but we'll find out after today. He is
STX Soul INnoVation.
in the bottom left. We've got our Zerg player. He's been a finalist before, but is yet to be a champion. He is
Ajubu Symbol.
Symbol really looking for that. Look at that. Yeah, he is
the
using
ghost of Gumiho.
squeezing him to get that.
You know, it's like when you get Vincent.
power.
It's like when you get Vincent in Final Fantasy VII. If you kill Gumiho, you get his towel.
Well, you know, Symbol. Oh, look at this.
Oh, from Minnesota University. Sick city indeed.
Welcome. Welcome all here. There's a lot of non-Koreans in the audience today.
I'm not going to lie. I think the guy that was on the left of that shot, I think I saw him on the subway down here.
Oh. Yeah, you may have.
I think I actually did.
A lot of people take the subway.
I'm looking. Did you take the subway down here? Okay, yeah, I saw him.
Wow.
All right.
Small world.
No, it's just one of those weird
That's
moments.
crazy. No way, really.
I was like, I know him, but from where?
Yeah.
I'm like, was he at my gym? No, that can't be right. There's no white people at my gym.
All right. So,
All right, anyways.
I want to point something out because there's so much hype and love about INnoVation, but Symbol is someone that since the first time he got into Code S, we've been saying that he's going to win a championship, and it just when is it? And he's gotten so close so many times. He's been in like a ton of top 8s. He's been to the finals. Here he's in a top 4. This guy, he's so close to winning a championship, but now StarCraft 2 is getting so much harder than when he was playing it before.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, I'm just going to be completely candid here. This match for a round of 4 is much more interesting than the one we casted before.
It already is a better match, actually.
As far as the narrative goes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. As far as the narrative, and also just the way that drone didn't go up and kill the Marines somehow makes it a better match than what we saw on Tuesday.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
All right, so you were sick
Yeah.
a little while ago. Are you feeling better now?
I am feeling a bit better. I got to finally play some StarCraft today. I still have a little bit of a headache. That thing just doesn't go away.
Yeah, no, I've had the cough. We both got
I've been
really
coughing,
sick,
too.
and it just never went away.
Tasis got really sick and gave it to me. It was like not very nice.
I did. We got to stop making out after the cast. This is just irresponsible.
Well, that's why we're the best casters.
That's
man.
true. That's why we're the best. That's why we have tattoos of each other's faces on our chests, that when we're hugging without shirts on, they kiss.
That's it. It's a very close bond that you and I have.
Yeah,
and
you know, what are you going to do?
It's important. We can't mess that up.
This is why we can't talk like this when we're with other ringer casters. They don't know what to do, but we can just volley this. So we got the factory coming down here, and he's going to swap that with the reactor.
Mm-hmm. You think we're going to see a super fast third command?
I do. Do
yeah,
you?
I would imagine so. INnoVation wants to get his economy up. Symbol, not getting any gases yet.
I'm going to ask you something here. When we casted the game against Flash, I'm having a derp moment here.
Yes.
Did who did the Reaper proxy rush? Was it Flash against?
No, that was INnoVation against Flash.
Okay, so that was one of the rare moments we saw INnoVation step out of his normal play style.
Yeah, he did a double proxy racks one game, and he did multiple Reapers in the other.
Right.
Good choices for both.
Yeah.
In fact, it was this map that he did the multiple Reapers on, and just kind of slaughtered Flash off, found some holes in Flash's play.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. A couple Widow Mines coming up first before any Hellions, and he is grabbing that third command center as well as a starport. So there's a possibility we're going to see a little bit of a Widow Mine drop, which is pretty neat. Don't see that too often, but it can be cool against Zerg too.
Yeah,
it's not a versus Protoss and Terran only thing.
You can do it.
It's an equal opportunity destroyer.
By the way, we're going to see a lot of creep get pushed here from Symbol. He's got 4 queens on the front.
And he's going up to 6 queens.
I was about to say, this is going to be a 6-queen opener, yeah.
This is awesome, because we don't really see this that often. In fact, both these players coming out with stuff that's a little bit different. It is going to be a 4 Widow Mine drop, and it's a 6-queen play with speed. So Symbol is going to have insane creep spread, A lot of larva, a lot of anti-air, a lot of anti-ground. He's going to be sewn up tight, and this is more of the old school symbol as opposed to the more cheesy symbol that we've seen recently.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that are new, because we have a lot of new viewers here from Heart of the Swarm, Symbol, historically in Wings of Liberty, was the ultimate late gamer.
Yeah.
It looked perfect. It looked absolutely perfect in the late game. And this season, he's mixed it up. This guy's doing a lot of aggressive strats. People don't quite know what to expect, but now he's against INnoVation, who has a lot of time, has had more time than anybody to prepare for this.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It looks like now he's going to go for that severe late game. You can't hurt me, Zerg. In fact, it's actually the you can't leave your base, Zerg style.
Hold on, Tasteless. Here we go. The Widow Mine drop is incoming. A couple Widow Mines. Well, one Widow Mine just going to start off
my
here.
God!
Whoa, catching him off guard, getting some of his larva as well there. And it looks like he's only killed three so far.
Excuse me.
But this is pretty darn annoying, I have to say.
You know, he can just send one drone to bite the mine and then mine again. That's it's kind of a dicey way to play the game, but
yeah, he's just going to make the spores, and that's going to be that. He's got to be careful though. He does not want to lose anything extra. Look at that, a lot of larva being taken out. Pretty annoying.
Oh, no, wait. The spore takes.
It can actually, if you start it right away.
Yeah, it takes less time than the Widow Mine does to reload, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount less, but yes, less.
They'll beat out the mine here. And
there you go. That one's gone. And it looks like we just have one more that's left on the creep. In the meantime, he has taken his third base. He's got his double Evos up, going for some siege tank play because you know what? Symbol's been doing a lot of roaching, but as we can see with a 1-1 melee upgrades on the way, he's not planning on going for roaches. It looks like Symbol's playing very normally here. Different from the way he's been showing most of his games.
It's old school Symbol. God damn, he's going to put a lot of creep here.
Yeah, that's
overkill, man.
This is what happens when you go 6 queen, right?
Yeah, right. You got that energy. This is where the Terran scans and still can't kill everything when scan ends.
It's like, how could Sim Marines not kill everything?
Yeah, man. Well, it's because Symbol's playing.
All right, well, you know what? They're getting both of them into some very solid macro-type scenario here. Yeah. I mean, the upgrades are looking very good for both sides. A lot of hatches for Symbol. He's taking a 4th base with good speed. His creep spread's great, but at the same time, we have the 2nd factory already on the way for INnoVation. His 2-2 is going to start around the same time as Symbol's. And, I mean, I love that Symbol's opening up and saying, hey, let's play a macro game instead of the more cheesy stuff he's been showing so often.
Yeah, gotta agree with that. So, oh my God, by the way, the creep spread is insane.
I can't believe that Widow Mine has done nothing yet.
It's actually pretty funny. And you know what's actually even funnier about that? That's probably going to play a role later on.
Yeah, you watch, like 20 banelings are going to die to that.
All right, now he knows. Okay, well.
Thank you, Overlord.
Good guy, Overlord.
Yeah. All right. Well, INnoVation has decided it is time to start clearing up that creep. This is something you're always going to see INnoVation do. He moves out, gets rid of some of the creep before any real attacks. Well, really, pretty much any Terran will do that, but INnoVation does it the prettiest.
He does it the prettiest?
Yeah.
Interesting, he only sent a chunk of his legs. I don't. Was he trying to mask that there? That was weird.
I think he thought there might be a Widow Mine there and wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
That's
all
my
right.
guess.
I think that's good analysis right there. I was like, what is he doing? Like,
yeah, I think that's probably it. All right, so 11 mutas on the way, 2-2 for both players, and we do have Baneling speed as well as Drilling Claws coming out.
Yep.
So, I mean, these guys are getting everything in 20 drones being started. Wowzers. He's going to go up to 94 drones here, Tasteless. That is a big economy.
That's more than we normally see in this matchup.
Yeah.
Normally it caps at about 80.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure he'll eventually make some spines and stuff and go down or lose a bunch. Who knows? Some harassment.
We'll see. All right, INnoVation beginning to push out. Supplies right now. The Terran surprisingly in the lead, 168 to 151.
And here we go, those Widow Mines coming out to Burrow, and in fact the Banelings do take them out. We don't have Baneling speed quite yet, so he has to be careful.
And he's now backing up, and it looks like, well, we'll see here, INnoVation continuing to push forward here with a superior supply. Again, very weird. We're at the 15 or 14 minute marker here. Normally the Zerg is always in the lead here, maxed out usually. But INnoVation, his macro is just too good. He's going to stem, run here, kill some drones, maybe go for the Spire.
Well, we'll see what he can get killed. There are a lot of spores and spines, so it's going to be hard for him to get out of there. This is probably just going to be taken out, and down it goes. In the meantime, the creep is being pushed way back.
Meanwhile, he's continuing to push forward here, wiping out a lot of those creep tumors. The creep still has to dissipate.
Yeah. But, you know, there's no vision under those units anymore, so that's a very important point.
That helps a lot. The Zerg will only get the speed from that.
But still, you know what? Symbol has been on 4 bases for a really long time, and he's still got 89 drones. This is a very solid economy he has. He's barely behind in supply right now, and will catch up very quickly as he gets more larvae.
We'll see what he does with these Mutalisks here. If he loses this batch of Mutas, it's going to be bad news.
Yeah.
He's going to come in here, try to harass. It looks like it's pretty airtight here. Oh! Just out of range of that Widow Mine, and actually forces Command Center to go down. That's mission success right there.
All right, well, INnoVation saying, all right, you better come back home now because he is pushing forward. He's got to watch out there. There's a lot of Speedlings and Speedbanes here.
All right, he's continuing to push forward here. The Mutas now coming in, but it looks like Terran just barely has enough. By the way, I've never seen a Terran be so efficient at wiping out creep.
Yeah.
He has killed every tumor. That's like half of the Zerg's creep right there. Another attack coming here now. 1 siege tank now. It is taken out, but the Baneling count now very low.
Yeah, it is getting quite low indeed. He's going to make quite a few more, though. Infestors on the way as well. Definitely something that can help out a lot. And there's only 1 siege tank left as well, and that's something to notice. He did get to take that siege tank.
We have seen INnoVation do a lot of Widow Mines with 1 or 2 siege tank pushes.
It's very helpful.
This, I think, is the way ZVT is going to be played now.
It may be.
In the future.
Well, here we go. INnoVation moving forward once again. His army is maxed out at this point, but Symbol is just about there as well.
He's now going to come in here with the Lings and the Banelings. It's a little bit of a tricky angle here with the lip here in the middle of the map. Not easy to surround. Now he's going to bait it back with Banelings. Marauders in good position here, able to tank a lot of Banes.
Well, the Bane's rolling down, and some Widow Mines do go off. A nice baits there on the Widow Mines. And he's going to hold for now.
The Muta's now backing off. He has to keep that clump of Mutas alive. Infestor's now coming here, trying to clean up these Widow Mines. Is it going to be enough?
Takes a lot of Widow Mine hits there to his Mutas, but here he goes forward with some nice fungal growths. But the Baneling's connecting with a lot of Marauders in here, and he's being kind of cost inefficient.
All right, the Muta's now coming in here and hitting hard. It looks like this should be enough to wipe out the Terran army. Now, will he get the medevacs? There are so many medevacs. And you know what? I got to say, a little bit of a drop of the ball there from Symbol, and getting those medevacs would have been huge.
It looks like that was his last fungal, so didn't quite have what he needed, but he is going up to that Greater Spire. If he can survive a little bit longer, the Widow Mines are not going to be nearly as useful.
The Zerg is in a supply deficit right now. We're at the 19-minute marker. Terran continuing to push forward. Note Symbol does have a base over here close to the bottom right. INnoVation trying to take this base. An Overlord, it looks like the command center's creeping it out there, but it's actually an Overlord underneath that.
Yeah.
He can't land that there. That's a big hiccup here. If that could have landed, I think that might give INnoVation more pushing power. But right now, INnoVation on the brink of taking out this base.
Yeah, and this is all during the time where he has 3-3 against just 2-2 before those upgrades finish, and he knows that. So he's doing a great job right now, continuing to push forward. Thing is, I think Symbol's going to be able to save this base. The Broodlords are all popping.
The Broodlords have hatched, but he could stim and target fire this location. We're going to see the Widow Mines now burrowing, going to take out the remainder of the Zerg army. The hatchery now going to be under fire. Stimming to the left. Come in here, Banelings come in. And he has barely saved that. But we have a lot of Broodlords. Actually, I think we only have 2, over at the Widow Mines.
Well, he's got a total of 3. He's only got 1 Infestor now and 48 Lings. This is not a good situation. INnoVation continuing to push forward. Don't know what Symbol can really do from here.
Yeah, Symbol just barely doesn't quite seem to have enough. And it really, again, is told by the supplies here. 183 to 150. Stimming coming forward, attacking in 2 locations. Maybe not enough Broodlords up here, but some Lings come in to supplement.
Well, he does have a lot of transfusions too, so it looks like he will hold for now. And he is trying to take out some of these medevacs, but now is the time for dropping. He knows, because these Broodlords are becoming such an important part of the defense here.
INnoVation continuing to just push in here with a seemingly endless amount of units. Now Terran hitting hard, and this hatchery will 100% go down. And again, that makes it just that much worse here for Symbol. Note that to the right of that last hatchery that died is a hatchery completely naked.
Yeah.
No defenses there.
He could easily go take that out right now, but he's pushing for the throat where the rally points are. Going forward right now, there are some infestors out, so he's got to be careful about that, but he's hitting from everywhere.
All right, Broodlords and Queens defending that expansion, but INnoVation continuing to penetrate here. And it looks like the Baneling's Nest now being remade. That's going to trigger more Marines to be manufactured here from INnoVation. And I think we're here at the tipping point. I think we're going to see a GG very soon.
Yeah, you are right, Tasteless. There's, oh man, losing some of his spellcasters. There's almost nothing left. GG.